one of the things that has come to my mind as a beautiful metaphor for what it is that we're actually trying to do here when we're letting go of our past and when we're noticing how we're struggling to create our future or change our past. What we're trying to do when we're letting that go is we're actually trying to shift perceptions. And a metaphor that has come to my mind lately is that we're dealing with the perception in life up until now, just like we do when we look at that perceptual test, that visual test, where there's the old lady with the, babushka and her big nose, and then in the background, or the same picture, not even the background, is this beautiful young woman with a profile and a big plume in her hair or in her hat. And so that test that you might be familiar with, where right there on the same page at the same time, there are two totally different perceptions. The one being the old woman and one being this beautiful young woman. And they're there at the same time. The focus goes in and out between the two when you do that test. So our lives and how we're living them on a fear-based kind of position is kind of like the old lady. It's well-practiced, old ideas about how me, has to try to make it through the day, through life, achieve, do things, be a person. And we do that in all those old ways where we're trying to get it right, trying to know, trying to be smarter, trying to have rules and time structures and all kinds of things that make sense, evidence-based, this and that, trying to be a person, pushing the energy through the universe. And it's about trying to stay safe. And at this very same time, there's a whole other perceptual way of seeing every single thing in your life, exactly what's there in front of you, in a different way, as the young lady. And what that represents is that letting go into a place where I'm more working with the universe. It's as if I'm waking up and saying, wow, everything that's going to happen today is for me. I feel so safe. I feel alive and open to my day, and I can hardly wait to see how things are going to go, and I'm open to it. And I'm taking a different perspective. I feel more in my heart. It's not like I'm not in my perception in my head either, but I'm in my heart, and I'm more open to my day, and I'm not afraid. And I feel I'm able to say things and do things as it's called for. I don't feel held back, worried, anxious, the old lady perception. So they come in and out together though, don't they? We can look at our ways of being in that exact same way. Sometimes I'm feeling self-protective and there's a me and I'm trying to figure things out and I'm doing. And then sometimes I'm actually feeling really relaxed and I find it really easy to just show up and be me, just being. And there'll be more on this on another video, but just to give that thought of how both things are here now. The very same lines, the very same, things that seem to be here in form are here in both perceptions. There's nothing that changes or fixes the old lady into the young lady. We don't erase lines. Nothing happens. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. They're both here at the same time. So it's very interesting to get that. And there can be a shifting in and out, in and out. It's a question of how do I become more aware of all of this? And how do I become more conscious about the shift? So allow yourself to meditate on that a little bit and just to take that in and to see how that works just in your day as a beginning point.